the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space, views of political actors from various political parties on political process, views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to F1 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/GistFM every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date. Listen to news updates on F1 103.5 FM immediately after 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. F1 FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that people are hoping for a new Nigeria.
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good evening and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM news update. Today is Friday, the 13th day of January 2023, and the time is 6 o'clock. Martin Ifeanyi Chukwuekeze is my name. The headlines. Obi campaigns in Enugu urges Nigerians to shun tribal and religious sentiments. 2023, Hope Uzodinma canvasses Southeast boast for Tinubu Shetima in Enugu. Boycott of presidential rally by APC leaders in Enugu vindicates us. Anambra elders charge voters to elect leaders on track records, not on political party affiliation. EFCC moved to immediately remove Doyin Okupe from its watch list. Special counsel to look into Biden's handling of classified files. Now, the details. Obi campaigns in Enugu urges Nigerians to shun tribal and religious sentiments. Obi stated this during an interactive session with the management of the University of Nigeria Business School in Enugu. The Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has called on Nigerians to shun tribal and religious sentiments and vote for candidates with the capacity to fix the Nigerian economy. Obi stated this during an interactive session. This year's election will not be by tribe. Everybody has told you no tribe buys bread cheaper. Every tribe is suffering in Nigeria. This year's election would not be by religion, the former Anambra State governor said. He believes he is the best candidate and thus eminently qualified to lead Nigeria. He also made a brief stop at the Nsukka campus of the university where he told the students and staff who came out in their numbers to show solidarity, go through his manifesto and support a new Nigeria. The former Anambra State governor, a UNN alumnus, had said he was honored to return to the school. It is an honor to return to the University of Nigeria Enugu campus and to participate in the UNN Business School Student Stakeholders Interactive Session and rub minds on some fundamental issues germane to the future of Nigeria, Obi tweeted. After the town hall engagements in both the Enugu and Nsukka campuses of the University of Nigeria, Obi headed to the Michael Obala Square, Independence Layout, Enugu, which was the venue of the grand rally in the state. 2023, Hope Uzodinma canvasses Southeast votes for Tinubu Shetima in Enugu. Governor Hope Uzodinma is not relenting on his support for the Tinubu Shetima ticket ahead of the 2023 polls. The Imo State governor has reminded the people of the Southeast that voting the ruling party has benefits. While drumming support for Tinubu, Governor Uzodinma said Tinubu is the best and brightest presidential candidate from southern Nigeria. Imo State Governor Senator Hope Uzodinma has said that Igbo need to embrace the message of renewed hope, especially concerning national politics for their collective and national interests. The governor made the comment during the APC rally of the All Progressive Congress. Uzodinma, who doubles as the APC Southeast Presidential Campaign Coordinator, further advised Igbo to embrace the politics of inclusiveness at the national level as against the isolation kind of politics which he said has yielded no result. Governor Uzodinma reiterated that APC is the national party to be associated with, and Tinubu is the best and brightest from southern Nigeria. Governor Uzodinma stated that it is in the best interest of the Southeast to queue behind Tinubu and Chetima in the 2023 presidential election, while speaking to our people as the Southeast coordinator of the Presidential Campaign Council of our great party. I stress the need for Ndibo to embrace the Renewed Hope project as we consolidate on the gains of our party over the years, he stated. Recall that Governor Uzodinma recently expressed confidence in the winning achievements of the APC in Imo State, and at the national level, Governor Uzodinma made his stance known at the inauguration of members of APC Imo State Campaign Council in the state capital Owerri on Monday, January 2nd. While appreciating President Muhammadu Buhari, the governor listed projects and achievements from the APC-led administration, which he said includes the two signature projects. On his part, former Enugu State Governor Senator Chimaroke Nnamani has stated his preference for Tinubu to become Nigeria's next president. Nnamani, who represents Enugu East in the Senate, insisted that Tinubu will be elected president in the forthcoming polls. Nnamani said it was important for people to know that his support for Tinubu's presidential ambition was not born out of personal interest, but for mainstreaming of Igbo land into Nigeria's politics. Boycott of presidential rally by APC leaders in Enugu vindicates us. The Enugu State chapter of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has come out to say it has been vindicated of the accusation leveled against it by the state chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Ugochukwu Agbala. The party, which described the APC presidential rally held on Wednesday in Enugu as a monumental flop, said the absence of some notable leaders of the party in the state was evidence of the crisis rocking the party in the state. News reported on Wednesday that PDP alleged that the state APC chairman blamed it for the protest held at the APC national office in Abuja on Monday. It was reported earlier on Tuesday that the Enugu APC was thrown into crisis over an alleged controversy surrounding the 1.3 billion naira fraud allegation. This platform gathered that some aggrieved members of the party led by the chairman of the concerned members of the Enugu State APC, Adolfo Sudo, went on a protest on Monday over the fraud allegation. It was learned that today and the other aggrieved members went to the party's national secretariat in Abuja to protest and seek the intervention of its national officers. The group accused the Enugu State chairman of the party, Ugochukwu Agbala, and the government Naji of the alleged fraud. Evidently, on Wednesday, news reported that some leaders of the Enugu chapter of the APC were absent from the party's presidential campaign rally held at the Michael Okpala Square. According to them, they were not fully carried along as regards preparation for the rally. Hence, their presence wasn't needed. It was learned that the part of those who were absent include the Foreign Affairs Minister, Geoffrey Onyama, former Senate President Ken Nnamani, former Enugu Governor Barrister Sullivan Chime, former Speaker, Enugu State House of Assembly, Eugene Odo, former Secretary to the Enugu State Government, Chief Onyemuche Nnamani. However, the Enugu PDP issued a statement by the party's Director of Communications and spokesperson of the Campaign Council, Barrister Nnanna Obodo, to clarify this on Thursday. He stated, "We have no reason to worry about the Enugu APC that is already irredeemably destroyed by Agbala. We maintain that he is a clergy without a congregation. Despite shamelessly buzzing rented crowd from neighboring states, Agbala could still not fill the small venue he shows for something as huge as a presidential rally," he declared. Anambra elders charge voters to elect leaders on track records, not on political party affiliation. The Anambra North Elders for Good Governance and Quality Representation has charged Nigerians to elect leaders in forthcoming elections on the strength of their track records and not political parties. The group said that political parties like Labour, PDP, APC, YPP, ACN, etc. have both good, bad, and desperate individuals chanting their slogans, urging electorates to seize out the wheat from the chaff by electing individuals as opposed to ideas of political parties. The secretary of ANEGGQR, Chief Osita Ofojebe, in a communique issued in Onitsha, said that some current gang of politicians who lost tickets in their respective parties but are now flying the Labour Party ticket hope to ride on the shoulders of its presidential candidate, Peter Obi, to victory. Unfortunately for them, this was not the case, as Mr. Peter Obi, known for being forthright and a man that eschews any attempt by questionable characters to gain cheap popularity by leveraging on his well-curated image, simply stood on the podium, delivered his usual campaign speech, and left them utterly disappointed by not raising their hands as a sign of recognition. By not raising their hands, Mr. P2B was staying true to his conscience, but realized that there was just no way he would be numbered amongst cultists, destroyers of Anambra State's public properties, and those whose idea of politicking is by engendering a state of panic and needless violence in the polity. We really must commend the Labour presidential candidate for standing tall and solid as a rock and for staying unwillingly to be sucked into the deceit orchestrated by those who believe that rushing to pick the Labour ticket equates to automatic acceptance by Indian Anambra State. The Labour presidential candidate must be applauded for recognizing that political parties are mere vehicles for the actualization of political interests and that both good and bad men and women abound in every political party, he stated. EFCC moved to immediately remove Doyin Okupe from its watch list. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has said that it will remove the former Director General of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council, Dr. Doyin Okupe, from its watch list following his arrest by the Department of State Security Service, DSS, earlier on Thursday morning at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. The anti-graft agency said it was in the process of formally removing Okupe from the watch list before his arrest, but expedited action on it. This was made known in a statement issued on Thursday by the EFCC spokesman Wilson Uwajaren, who has earlier said that the commission would take immediate action to remove the former presidential aide from its watch list. Uwajaren, in his statement, said the Department of State Service, DSS, on January 12th, informed the commission of the interception of Dr. Doyin Okupe, former presidential advisor at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. The service acted on a watch list request issued on July 18, 2016, over 6 years before his recent conviction on Monday on money laundering charges by the Federal High Court, Abuja. The commission was in the process of formally lifting the watch list before his interception and would expedite action in this regard. The DSS had earlier on Thursday morning announced the arrest of Doyin Okupe at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport just as he tried to catch a London flight via Virgin Atlantic. The secret police also said the Labour Party's chieftain's arrest was at the instance of EFCC. Meanwhile, Okupe confirmed his arrest at the Lagos airport. He, however, said he has been released by the EFCC and senior officials of the Anti-Graft Commission apologized to him for the error. Okupe, in a tweet post on his official Twitter account, said, "I was arrested and detained at the MMIA, Lagos, 12th January on my way to the UK for medicals. Years after my passport had been withheld by the FHC Abuja, I just left the EFCC office where senior officers in Lagos and Abuja apologized to me for the error," he said. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Special counsel to look into Biden's handling of classified files. The discovery of the documents have been called a political embarrassment for Mr. Biden as it comes during an ongoing investigation into former President Donald Trump's own alleged mishandling of classified files. The first batch of files were found on 2nd November at the Penn Biden Center, a think tank launched by Mr. Biden in Washington, D.C. They were then handed over to the U.S. National Archives. Mr. Biden has said a second batch of files were located on 20th December at Mr. Biden's home in Wilmington, Delaware. He added that on Thursday morning, Mr. Biden's lawyer called investigators to notify them of an additional document also found at the president's private home. After an initial probe by the U.S. Attorney John Lash, Mr. Garland said his office decided that a special counsel was needed to investigate Mr. Biden's handling of the files due to the extraordinary circumstances of the matter. This appointment underscores for the public the department's commitment to both independence and accountability in particularly sensitive matters, and to make decisions undisputedly guided only by the facts and the law, Mr. Garland said. In a statement, Mr. Hu said he will investigate the issue with fair, impartial, and dispassionate judgment. White House lawyer Richard Sober said Mr. Biden has cooperated fully with the Department of Justice review and will continue to do so with the special counsel's probe. We are confident that a thorough review will show that these documents were inadvertently misplaced and the president and his lawyers acted promptly upon discovery of this mistake, he said. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Obi campaigns in Enugu, urges Nigerians to shun tribal and religious sentiment. 2023, Hope Uzodinma canvasses Southeast votes for Tinubu Shetima in Enugu. Boycott of presidential rally by APC leaders in Enugu vindicates us. Anambra elders charge voters to elect leaders on track records, not on political party affiliation. EFCC moved to immediately remove Doyin Okube from its watch list. Special counsel to look into Biden's handling of classified files. You just listened to Ebona the news update at 6. News produced and read by Martin Ifan Chukwekeze. Thank you for listening to Ebona the 103.5 FM news update. Good evening once again.
Listen to news updates on Ebona the 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles 6 o'clock a.m. and the 6
Subscribe,
o'clock
alright?
p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona the FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that people are looking for a new Nigeria.
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM. Ebona the FM 103.5. We are on.